Looks like we got here before the Klingons, Captain. We should make the most of this advantage. What are your orders?
I've managed to establish comms with the colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting him through now.
Hello, Captain. What can I do for you? Run that by me again. Your signal's breaking up. Did you say Klingons? What about them?
We just lost contact with Corvan 2, Captain. Something's blocking all subspace signals in this area. There's a comm satellite nearby. It should boost our signal so we can warn the ships and the colony.
The SAT uses our security protocols. We should be able to access it.
Scanning in progress.
Our hails are still blocked. The Klingons may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Orders, Captain?
Not from orbit, Captain. The Klingons are disrupting transporter operations at the local level. Colonial evacuations on a mass scale could be problematic. We may have to try to hold the Klingons here until Starfleet reinforcements arrive.
Klingon forces inbound on an attack vector, Captain!
Those civilians won't last long against Klingons. We need to help them.
I have short-range comms again. Long-range signals are still blocked. I've updated the colony. However, the Klingons have started to send down attack squads. What are your orders?
Captain, the civilians are trying to fight the Klingon landing craft.
I think I can break through the Klingon jamming and hail the civilians.
Civilian vessels, disengage immediately. I repeat, disengage.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
All civilian ships have safely warped out of the system, Captain.
Captain, the miners won't be able to hold off the Klingons for long. I'm reading more enemy ships on long-range sensors as well. It won't be long before the colony is overrun. I recommend we beam down to help the miners while we can. Well, this isn't good. According to our readings, over half the colony has been overrun by the Klingons. At the rate they're moving, this area will fall in less than an hour. Right. Lead the way, Captain. I've got your back.
Leave the gate closed! We have to get out of here!
And leave the...
Starfleet's here!
Oh, thank goodness. Thanks. We didn't think anyone got our distress signal. Glad that's not true. We were about to surrender. We didn't have any weapons. We do have some spare armor suits for you and your officers, though. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Chief Smythe and some of the others are still in there. I know it's asking a lot, but if you can, please, save them. Here are the codes to the gate. You have to save the Chief and the others.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your ship and bridge officers.
Hey, be careful. There's a lot of Klingons down there.
Your Starfleet can't help you now! Please, stop! Help! Thank you.
Starfleet, we're saved!
It's just us up here, Captain. No sign of Zabrova or Ticonderoga.
Stay back! I'm warning you! Hang on. You're Starfleet!
You were the one who contacted us, yeah? I'm glad you're here. As I'm sure you can guess, we're all a little on edge. If it wasn't for Fletcher visiting family here, I'd have eaten a disruptor blast by now. Not to be critical, but where are the rest of you? Oh, that's not good. We're in big trouble. These Klingons mean business. They've locked us out of the mine, probably down there robbing us blind while we speak. No way we can beam anyone down to stop them. And they've probably killed all our security there by now. Glad to hear it. We're definitely going to need that help. There's some gear in those crates. Use it.
Want to shut down that security field on the mine, but I have an idea. Hear me out, okay? Okay, I think we can hook up the field emitter to the power core and modify it to broadcast a field over the entire facility. It's a short-term solution, but it could be what we need to keep the Klingons from getting any more of their troops down there. I know, right? Well, first things first. I'm reading a device at the base of the mine entrance. If you can set up a jumper between it and the main command console, you'll be able to reroute the field's power flow. That'll open up the mine for you and set up things for my plan. All right, we're in business. Almost. I'm gonna need someone to be my hands down there.
Hey, nice work. Perfect timing, too. I can hear the Klingons coming. We're about to have some really unpleasant company. Lend me your communicator. If your engineer can walk me through it, I'll get the job done. Just keep them off me, okay?
Right. Here they come. Let them have it!
Okay. I need you to pull the action, invert it, and jam it back in. Trust me.
Okay, it's in there. I think I got it.
Now manually cycle the power while forcing a short through the jumper.
Medic!
Oh, and don't electrocute yourself. Please.
Is that all you got? Okay, Chief. Anytime. Okay. I've got this. I'm good.
Oh, doing this as fast as I can. I'm a miner, not an engineer. They're almost there.
Medic!
Okay, got it.
Good job, Chief. The field looks stable.
Okay. I've got this. I'm good.
The system is still clear, Captain, but those Klingon ships are getting closer. The faster you can finish up down there, the better. Least I could do. Thank you for putting your lives on the line here. We won't forget it. You didn't have to come help us, least of all by yourselves. But we're really happy you did.
You got it. There's no way I'm sitting around and letting the Klingons take this place without a fight. Oh, and sorry about that whole phaser in the face thing earlier. Won't happen again. Klingons worry about me, not the other way around. Let's go. You Klingons aren't so tough when your targets shoot back, huh? Locked. I suppose we'll just have to knock.
What? The bombing has stopped. Something's wrong. Secure the dilithium and prepare it for immediate transport. No!
Not so fast, Klingon! You're done here!
Enemy targets on sensor.
Go back to Kronos while you still can! Medic!
Personal shield losing power.
Okay. I've got this. I'm good.
Captain, we're picking up some strange energy readings near your position. What's going on down there? Did Ev shoot a reactor or something? That could be a problem. It might be pulling more power than it should. Give me a sec, I need to run some numbers. Hold on. Okay. I pulled the specs on that unit. It's an older model, but it gets the job done. It uses 2 oscillating beams instead of a fixed pulse. Uh-oh. Well, I'm seeing 3 possible outcomes to this rig overloading. Assuming the rig can handle the increased output, the beams will just keep on oscillating until they hit the planetary core. Then, boom. So, outcome 2. The rig does not handle the power spike and automatically vents the excess energy, violently. The blast hits the field we just put up, partially reflects, and hits the colony. Boom. outcome 3. You managed to trigger an emergency shutdown before the rig goes nuclear. Still a bad thing, nuclear. Not as bad as, say, a warp core breach, but still bad, so we should definitely try to avoid that. Okay, I found the emergency shutdown mechanism, and good news, it's really easy to operate. It's just a pair of simple switches on 2 separate consoles that have to be activated at the same time. I don't know, I guess it was built that way so a single disgruntled miner couldn't shut down the whole operation. Miners get disgruntled, you know? You can do this. Ask around, see if there are any locals. They might be able to assist. Wow, that was really close. Good job, Captain. The security field is still standing, the mine's secure, and you didn't blow up. And that's good. But the Klingons are still on their way. We could use your help up here when you're ready to beam up.
Captain, the colony's security field is holding strong. There's still a lot of Klingon ships heading our way, though. We need to leave, and soon. But there's a problem. Civilian ships travel through here frequently. We need to warn them about the Klingons, or they could warp into the middle of a war zone.
Absolutely. We could even remotely program the signal on a satellite as we leave the system, which we should, soon. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Definitely got their attention, Captain. Here they come!
Captain. Just being honest.
Today, you will die as warriors, Starfleet.
Sorry we're late. Yeah?
We stood our ground at the Araucanus Arm until the situation became untenable. After we disengaged, we were able to reach Starfleet and call for backup. Others will be arriving as soon as they can. We can't afford to lose this system to the Klingons. Don't mention it. You do the same where our situation's reversed. I believe Captain Schaefer would be proud of you and your crew, Captain. Your efforts to defend the Federation are commendable, and my report will indicate this. Apart from your valor in combat, I'm particularly impressed by your work with the local satellites. Turning them into distant warning beacons was quite clever. Those signals will save a lot of lives. Indeed. I'm sure Starfleet Command has detailed plans for defending Corvan. For now, however, your work here is done. You're to report to the Sol system with the civilians you've rescued. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Kensington for debriefing. Fletcher would make a fine addition to your senior staff. I'll make a note of it in my report to Starfleet Command. You've done well under extraordinary circumstances. Anton's ship is in good hands. Keep up the good work. Shran out.
We've done all we can, Captain. Let's get to safety while we still can.
After everything we went through out there, going back to Professor Schirmer's advanced physics class doesn't seem as scary now. I mean, what's string theory compared to dodging Klingon disruptor blasts or trying to keep a warp core stable? Speaking of scary, think Admiral Kensington's gonna go easy on you? The ship did kind of get beat up. A little. Okay, a lot. The Admiral's office is this way.
Thanks for coming. You've been through a lot. Starfleet Command appreciates your efforts, especially at the Corvin system. I do as well. I've read the official reports, but I'd like to hear your take on it all, in your own words. This Ju'ula has become quite a thorn in our side. You're fortunate. Very few have survived combat with her. Our agents are on the hunt for Ju'ula as we speak. Bringing in the sister of T'Kuvma will be quite a blow to Klingon morale. Rest assured, you're not the only one who wants her to pay for her crimes. Neither do I, unfortunately. Well then, based on what I'm seeing here, you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs now. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her center chair. The job's yours if you want it. Yes, under normal circumstances, it would take years of work to get your own command. But these aren't normal circumstances. The war isn't going well for us. We don't have the luxury of waiting years before putting good officers on the line. We need them out there right now. We need you. Yes, Corvin would have been a disaster if it weren't for you and your crew. Starfleet wants to recognize that. Therefore, as of now, I'm making your promotion and command official. I see the same things in you that Schaefer did. Honor his name and make us all proud. I wouldn't recommend it. I have it on good authority. I'm quite a terror when crossed. On to more mundane duties, You'll need to check in with the tailor and update your uniform in a manner appropriate to your new rank. After that, acquire a shuttle for your ship. When you're finished, return to me for new orders.
You don't look unhappy. And that's good, right?
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective. Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your compass, as well as your mini-map.
Congratulations on your promotion. I will let you know when I have a new task for you. I have a mission for you. Our victory at Pryor's World was hard fought, and we took a thrashing in the process. We've gained some momentum from this win, but our position at Pryor's could become tenuous if the Klingon should return for a rematch. Captain Gabriel Lorca of the USS Baran is on station at Pryor's World, and he's requested assistance while they handle mop-up operations there. I believe you and your crew are ready for action, yes? Lorca is a fine captain, tough but fair, with years of experience in the field. Follow his lead and you'll do well. Report to him at Pryor's World for further instructions. Kensington out. I have a mission for you.
You survived! Then again, you survived fighting House Smoke-Eye. Admiral Kensington must have been a walk in the park for you. I guess this is goodbye. At least for now. You've got a ship and a crew to take care of, and I still have to graduate. Hey, do you think they'll use your ship for the cadet cruise next year? If they do, put in a good word for me. Ah, great. Hey, I liked being your chief engineer out there. It would be an honor to do that again, Captain. Oh man, this is hard. Stay safe, okay? This war won't last forever. And I hope we're both doing what Starfleet does best soon. Exploring the galaxy, strange new worlds, all that.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space. This is the USS Cicada. Switch to frequency 228.7 to adjust for ion storm interference.
This is the Shinano. Advise keeping shields up. Cloaked Klingon vessels are still testing our defenses. Let's do this quickly. Don't want our shields down for long. Thanks. Our supplies were low after retaking Pryor's world. One more assault and we would have been at critical levels in several key resources. I expect the Cicada is waiting for supplies too. I hope you have what they need.
Lowering shields now. We are ready to receive supplies. Engineering has confirmed that all expected hardware has been delivered. Thank you. We shall begin repairs at once. Our computer systems have received significant damage from Klingon assaults. I believe the Baran is waiting for you to report in, so I will keep you no longer.
This is Commander Ellen Landry of the USS Baran. Welcome to Pryor's world. The captain has requested that you transport over to the Baran to speak in person. Truth be told, we're not certain our hailing frequencies are completely secure. It's a long story. Let's just say the Klingons had a few tricks up their sleeve during battle.
Nice to finally meet you face to face. I'm Captain Gabriel Lorca. Welcome to the Baran. This is my first officer, Commander Ellen Landry.
Sorry to hear about Captain Schaefer. He was one of our best.
Agreed. A damn fine captain. Though from what we've heard about what happened at Corvan, his ship's in good hands. Ah, and my somewhat tardy Chief of Security, Amna Patel.
Apologies, Captain. Welcome aboard. We appreciate the assistance.
Engineering's this way, if you'll follow me.
What took you so long?
You try booking a reception hall during prime wedding season. I'm lucky to be alive.
My warrior. Braver than 100 Klingons.
Kapla!
We better catch up.
Before the captain throws us in the brig with the Klingons.
We've been mopping up here after our scrap with the Klingons.
The Klingons did not surrender Pryor's world lightly.
Cleaning up the planet-based missile launchers was satisfying. The Baran is currently holding some Klingon prisoners of war.
Prisoners we plan to deliver to a secure location before we ran into a snag. Lieutenant Kerwin, I have someone I'd like you to meet.
Welcome aboard. Thanks for lending us a hand. Mind taking a look at something here? I'm analyzing some issues with the Baran's critical systems, and a fresh perspective might shed some light. Somehow the Klingons infected our computer systems with a particularly nasty virus during the battle. Another House Mokai trick by the looks of it. It's in several key systems, sensors, shields, weapons. Right now, we can't rely on any of those remaining at operational status. If they come back for a rematch, we could wind up blind and defenseless. The virus has really dug into our tactical systems. We lose targeting, can't even power up the emitters or launchers. At that point, the only weapon in our arsenal is harsh language, and that won't go very far in a fight with the Klingons. Their entire language is harsh. If the virus tries to lock out a weapon, they should still work. Nice work. Tactical will need to make adjustments, but that should block the virus nicely. What the? We just lost port?
Bridge to Captain. Klingon vessels decloaking.
Lorca to bridge. I'm on my way.
Captain, internal sensors show multiple Klingon transporter signals in your vicinity.
All hands, repel boarders.
Enemy target selected.
Lorca to bridge. We need those shields back. Do what you can to keep our port side away from the Klingons. Kerwin, I want you to head up there and give them a hand with the shields. No, I think it's time we went on the offensive. Landry, Patel, lead the way.
Chief, get us to the armory.
On it.
Captain to sickbay. We have wounded on deck 17.
We're on our way, Captain.
Take one of these phaser rifles. We just finished modifications on them from data we gathered during the Prior's Road fighting. The Klingons are in for a little surprise.
Bridge to Captain. The Klingons hit the brig and released their buddies. Looks like they're heading toward the shuttle bay. They're gonna make a break for it, sir.
Lorca to bridge, acknowledged. We're en route. To Pev, Landry, Patel, take the lead. Everyone else, you're with me. Let's move! Cover me. Patel, give me a hand with this.
There's no time. Captain, you need to go.
That's not how we operate, Commander. We don't leave people behind. It's clear. Help her.
Thought I lost you there.
Fortunately, the captain had other ideas.
Nice shot back there. Glad you had our backs.
We need to move. Can you stand?
Well, I'll manage. It's not as bad as it looks.
Bridge to Captain. Shuttle bay access is locked, and the hangar doors are starting to open.
It's that damned Klingon virus again.
Bridge, this is the captain. Prepare the tractor beam, in case we fail.
Damn, it's even in the door systems. I'll handle this. Bam! Got it!
A car to the front. We are preparing to depart the Mirage. Prepare for our arrival.
Not today. Not on my ship.
Change of plan. Kill their captain, then we leave.
You'll have to get through me first.
Lorca to bridge. The prisoners are secure. Give me a status report.
Sir, the Klingon vessels just went under cloak.
They'll be back. Count on it.
We need to get the Klingon prisoners secured. Unfortunately, our holding facilities here are compromised. Under the circumstances, I think we'll need to transfer the prisoners to your ship. I think you'll agree we can't risk dropping our shields to use the transporters. You'll have to take a shuttle. It's a little old-fashioned, but if the Klingons are here to rescue their people, they won't risk firing on you. Your ship, on the other hand, will be a target. Be ready for anything. All right, these Klingons wanted to ride in a shuttle. Load them up.
My team will handle the prison transfer to your vessel. I'll have our security chief contact yours to sort out the details. Excellent. Are you ready to finish boarding procedures and head out?
Good. You made it. Afraid I have some bad news. We're picking up some photon decay heading our way. My people believe it's coming from cloaked Klingon vessels, and I'm inclined to agree. Get ready for a fight.
All ships, decloak and renew the attack.
This is the Shinano. We are under heavy fire and need assistance.
Moran to Cicada. Move to support the Shinano.
Acknowledge, Farad. Maneuvering to support position. You find them. The wreck of your vessel will make a fire. The Klingons are trying to split us up!
Like wolves trying to break up a herd of buffalo. All ships, circle the wagons. Watch out for each other, and we'll get through this. Sampling damage. Baran restored main power. Nice work, Captain. Looks like the Klingons aren't finished with us at Pryor's World. Glad you were in the neighborhood. Things could have gone pear-shaped if you weren't. I'm sure that'll look good in your after-action report. Might put a little dent in my sterling reputation, but I'll manage. That said, we're not out of the woods just yet. I'll let my first officer fill you in on the details.
This is Landry. As you've seen, the Baran is needed here at Pryor's World. And her brig is no longer secure. I'm afraid your ship is going to have to facilitate this prison transfer. The destination is classified, I'm afraid. I have the coordinates in a secure device, which, with your permission, I'll bring aboard with my team.
I don't disagree, Captain, but we're at war. Things have a tendency to get irregular in situations like this. Some of our prisoners are high-ranking members of the House Mokai. The secrets they know are important to the Klingons, even more so to Starfleet. We need to get them into a high-security facility as soon as we can. I'd like to send Commander Landry and a team of you to assist on this. Call it a joint effort. But it's still your ship and your command. Agreed? Oh, and one last thing. Landry's on loan. She's a damn fine officer and one of a kind. I do expect her back intact as soon as you're done, Captain. The shuttle, on the other hand, you can keep. We got plenty of those.
My team is on board, Captain. With your permission, I'll take the helm for this trip. I know the way, after all. We've arrived at the coordinates, Captain. We're being hailed.
Your presence in this system is unexpected. Transmit secure clearance codes now. Awaiting transfer of codes. I should remind you that all of our defense systems are active, Captain. Vosker out.
That he did, Captain. Shall I transmit the security clearance codes? Transmitting initial sequence, now. Lieutenant Kerwin, begin beta security code transmission on my mark. Mark. Very much so, Captain. Possibly more than they enjoy oxygen and comfortable socks. Transmission complete. The station is hailing us now. Shall I put them through?
You're cleared for approach. Proceed to the following coordinates and prepare for prisoner transfer via shuttlecraft. Vosker out.
A word, if you please. It's about Warden Vosker. I've served with him before, and there are some things about his character you should be aware of. Serving here allows Vosker to use methods and practices that would not fly on a starship. Some of his morals are fluid, perhaps dangerously so. Look, I'm not sure what Starfleet Command knows about him, but he still has command of the facility. Permission to speak freely? There are those in Starfleet who are more focused on results than the cost of achieving those results. Vosker is such a man. The Admiralty didn't order these prisoners here by chance. They want Vosker to get results by any means necessary. That doesn't work for me, or Captain Lorca. The ends do not justify the means. My team has the prisoners prepped for transfer. Are you ready to head to the facility?
Welcome to Facility 2047. I'm Hadrian Vosker. Computer, update the log to finalize the transfer of prisoners to this facility. Authorization Vosker Sigma 9. We'll take it from here. A reminder, all data relating to this facility is classified. Now, if there's nothing else, I have a prison to run. Feel free to show yourselves out.
Thank you. Hadrian. It's been a long time.
Well, not long enough. Was there anything of substance you wish to discuss, or are we done here?
As in, according to Starfleet regulations, Hadrian, not your own personal code of conduct. Listen, we don't have to like each other. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's an impossibility at this point. What we need to do is work together in upholding the ideals and laws of the Federation.
Are you finished? Look, the Federation is the promise of a better future. I buy into that. Beautiful dream. People love to talk about it. What nobody wants to talk about are the hard choices it takes to make that dream come true. Every day, the Klingons remind us, though. And we pay the price in blood, sweat, and tears. So unless you're ready to learn some hard truths, I suggest you return to your ship and move along.
Yeah, why don't you show us everything you do here, Warden? Enlighten us. Show us how you're keeping the Federation safe from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Hey, we'll even take notes.
Wonderful. The prisoners are being processed. I'm sure they're being treated well. Better than the Klingons treated the innocent civilians of Pryor's world, for example. If you'll follow me. Johnson, give me a status report.
Wrapping it up now, sir. Medical scans and contraband search all came back in the green. Warden, there's increased comms from the Starfleet vessel stationed at Pryor's world. It sounds like there's another fight with the Klingons there. I'm not sure. Sorry, the signal's garbled. Some sort of interference is breaking it up, and I'm just getting fragments. So far, it sounds like the trouble is on the planet's surface.
We have our orders, and no distress signal is being sent. That being said, I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I were back on the Baran, Captain. I've got the feeling the Klingons are about to make another big push at Pryor's world.
Fine. In the meantime, we have a job to do here. Johnson, put the Priority 2 prisoners into Gen Pop. I'll make sure our Priority 1 guest gets into MaxSec where he belongs. Captain, Commander, let's get this over with. Got a nice cell waiting for you, Mokai. Move!
I'm not sure leaving the prisoners here with him is wise, Commander.
What are you hens clucking about back there?
Just wondering what you have in mind for our prisoners, Hadrian.
Nothing the Admiralty hasn't authorized before.
Johnson here. Operation reports a malfunction in primary systems and recommends a reboot.
Johnson, contact engineering. and keep an eye on things until I'm finished. Oscar to engineering. The bridge to isolation is acting up. Fix it, now! Finally. Now deal with these malfunctions.
Understood, sir. Wait. What the? Sir, the primary deflector grid just went offline.
Look out! Klingons!
Johnson, initiate full lockdown. And get those shields back up, now! Johnson? Come in, Johnson. Damn, we've lost comms.
They're coming for you. Are you ready?
All right, let's get this over with.
Chuck!
Nice. Same to you, Haribach. Come on, stupid piece of work, damn it!
Problem, Hadrian?
I can't get the bridge to extend. We need to think of an alternative.
That didn't sound good. We need to get out of here, right now! Let me help you! Hurry!
You don't have time for this. Let him fall. He's just a Klingon.
We are Starfleet! Since you've obviously forgotten, that is not how we operate.
Whatever. Let's get moving.
Ratibach!
I don't have time for this. If we can't put the prisoner in one of these cells, we'll have to take him back to processing. It's not ideal, but it'll do till we get things under control.
Let's stow this guy quickly.
Relax. His new home's right over here. And he's gonna be here a very long time.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. Akar will be leaving with me.
He's not going anywhere, lady. I'm gonna...
Ha! You were saying, if only you had shields to block our transporters. Our paths cross once again. If only I had the time to end you. Like I ended your captain.
You two know each other?
Try to die well. Ketris, surely true.
Wonderful.
Cover me while I get the shields back online.
Kerwin, help him while we hold them off.
Yes, Command.
I can't get this done if they keep shooting me. Damn it. Get over here and cover me. I can't get this done if they keep shooting me. Son of a... Huh, disruptors hurt. Do your jobs, idiots. Damn it. Get over here and cover me. I can't get this done if they keep shooting me. Son of a... Huh, disruptors hurt. Do your job, idiots. I'd hold off on any celebrations. Long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon battle group, approaching at high warp. Without the turrets, they'll eventually knock our shields down and finish us off for good. It's only a matter of time.
Lieutenant Kerwin can get those turrets back online. We just need to buy him enough time to get the job done.
This isn't time for heroics. One ship against a Klingon fleet? That's suicide, you know it. Face it, we're done here. Let's get essential personnel to your ship and get the hell out of here while we're able.
Captain, the turret grid just came back online. Wait, oh no. That's bad. The turrets are scanning for Starfleet vessels. They've been set to see them as targets. It's that damned virus.
It's just like what happened at Pryor's World. They turned our own defense grid against us, and then mopped up what was left after the chaos.
How did a Klingon virus get into our system? Klingons didn't even know about this place until...
Of course. Those clever bastards. It's a genetic sequencing virus. We did a full medical scan of the Klingon prisoners when we brought them aboard the Buran, and another one when they were brought aboard this facility. But... fortunately, or your ship would be dealing with the virus too. Somehow they've managed to embed it within the DNA of one or more of the prisoners. If we can identify the difference between the artificial and natural bases, we should be able to isolate the viral code and purge it from the system. Maybe 5 minutes?
I can't believe he got away. After all that we went through here, anything he does from here on out is on me.
You shouldn't beat yourself up for doing the right thing here. Besides, if we get him and Jaula, we can just pretend it was all part of the plan, right?
All right. You win. But we still have a lot of work to do before, we single-handedly end the war and get promoted to Fleet Admiral. So let's get up to your ship and go after them.
Ja'ula to Tavip attach. We have what we need. Leave the prison for the rest. Hey, Toshvet! Look down!
Captain, one of the Klingon vessels is hailing us.
Starfleet vessel. You are outnumbered and unable to flee. If you wish your crew to survive, stand down and prepare to be boarded. Refuse, and we will give you all an honorable death. A warrior's death, then. Good. I wouldn't have it any other way. Perhaps we will meet face to face in glorious combat when I board your vessel to take it as my prize.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
defense satellites are back on our side.
We've lost the advantage here. All ships, withdraw at once.
Good news, Captain. Latest sensor reports show all Klingon vessels are either destroyed or retreating. I think we did it.
Kerwin here. Captain, all systems are clear over here. Not reading any Klingon ships on sensors either. Did we do it?
Captain, if it's all the same to you, I recommend we retrieve Lieutenant Kerwin and return to the Baran immediately. We haven't seen the last of Ja'ula and her forces, and there is a nasty digital virus still running wild in the Baran systems. Seeing as we have the solution to that little problem, I think it's high time we delivered it to Captain Lorca.
Sounds like the Klingons are making another push in that sector. Securing Pryor's world is of the utmost importance, so I want you to render assistance to the Baran as soon as possible. I'm sending other vessels in the region to join the effort, but until they arrive, the burden will fall on your shoulders alone. Good luck and Godspeed. Kensington out.